Damaris Diaz, she's our TV and radio personality. We have Javier Castro, he's gonna be our he's our newest member for the news team. We have George Priest from our street team. You see him often here in Patterson because he combs the street for the radio station on X96.3 every morning for La Gostadera. And we have Isaac from the finance team, right? And we have, I'm sorry, Catherine Jordan. She's from the marketing team. So, if you guys have any questions, we're here for you. Any questions?
Oh, questions.
There's still a lot of things coming too.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
This group of people working behind the scenes, you know. They only think it's a person speaking and that's it. But yeah, like I didn't know we had to have a marketing and finance and all of this. So
And it's a great opportunity, and a lot of people don't think about it. The idea of working finance in a media company was presented to me in college, but I'm so thankful that someone did tell me about it because I like working with numbers and stuff, but I didn't want to be in the culture where you're wearing a business suit all the time, you have to act a certain way. The fact that you get to work for Univision to do that is you're doing something that you're good at, but you're doing it with people that share the same values that you do. You can go and speak Spanish or be a little more casual at the company. So, yeah.
And it's all towards the same goal too. That's the whole point. In front of the television, radio, whatever it may be, we're all working towards the same goal. So really, we're just one big team at the end of the day. And there's so many functions to it, but same goal.
So what kind of things are you supposed to do like in the marketing field, like the personal finance?
So you can talk about marketing.
So CBS, CNN, everyone's going to come to that person when there's a story there, but I need to figure out how I'm going to get something special from her that nobody else did. And that I learned to do working in the legal field. So, sometimes we think we make mistakes. We go to school and $70,000 later, 100 plus later. That wasn't a mistake. He's going to excel in his team because he's bringing more to the table than the next guy that perhaps doesn't have his background, his formation, and his discipline.
It's so funny because I spent 6 years of my life studying law and I become a financial lawyer that I am. And in the end of the days, I was invited to a TV show, and they interviewed me and I start talking and talking.
And they're like, how do you know this?
The next week, I have my own show in the TV station. And I said, I wasn't born for be a lawyer. I was born for communicate with people live. And I start with the Facebook Live with the tree and helping the people and everything. We reached 700,000 views in less than 24 hours. Can you imagine that? The next one, we had a shooting in Philadelphia, and I was running with all my equipment, and I said, you know what? I will put my Facebook Live in my way to the shoot. And I was with the phone, showing everything. We went all the way up. That night, I was in the national television all around the country, opening the newscast. So keep that in mind. Yeah, technology.
And so there are a ton of opportunities on radio, TV, digital, so many different platforms that provide internships. But you need to be working towards it. You need to be showing that potential boss when you go to that interview or when you send your resume that you're the best candidate, that you're the most prepared, and that you want that like nobody else does. And how do you show that? By having a good resume, meaning your resume is your grades. Having good grades, being a part of programs at your school, whether it's your radio station, your newspaper, your TV station if you have one. And then I'm like, but let me shop. And I'm like looking for one item. 2 hours later, I'm still looking for that item. I'm like, I spent 2 hours of my life that I'm never gonna get back looking for something that I didn't find. And so he said something at the last school we were at, I think it was you. Look at the amount of time you're spending on social media and decide to dedicate half of that time to something else. Maybe you'll explore that TV is a different world and that there's something there for you. So last night I was watching, at night I like to sit down and watch the Animal Planet.
So that you can go watch. On Market and Main, I'm always giving away like gifts and whatnot, and I was giving a bag to a lady, like, oh, this is for free, and she looked at me like I was crazy. Once I said, oh, it's from Univision, she literally turned around, came back, and grabbed the bag. So, I think that rapport that Univision has built with the community is so important that a lot of people don't have. And like I said, it's from me giving you something free, someone saying no because it's free, I'll say, oh, it's from Univision, and they'll come back and get it because of that rapport that Univision has built with the community. So, listen, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of companies out there that would love to have this rapport with the town, and Univision has just somehow embed themselves in our culture. So, yeah.
And when I hear you kids say, my mom loves you, or my grandmother loves you, I'm like, I'm like, what does that mean? Does that mean you don't love me? I have a son, he's 21 years old, and he grew up seeing me trying to get into this industry. And I'll be like, Justin, sit here, mommy's gonna come on TV in 2 minutes. And he's like, or with his little toy, or on his, there's a huge social media addiction.
It's not about how much money you have to invest in equipment. It's about your talent, your determination, your desire to, do a great job. And I think that is all inside of you because you are young, you have all the desire, you have the technology, you are smart. Just take the time for investing in projects that you know that will go big. If you dream big, you will go big with your projects.
And you guys, both of you guys are on TV, or who's on TV? The investor. When y'all first started, were you guys nervous?
Of course.
Absolutely.
I didn't even know how to hold a microphone. I think I was holding it like this. And you have a camera in front of me. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, that's my friend. But before I was like, oh my God. I imagined the thousands, millions of people that were on the other side of that. Now I'm just looking at that lens like, that's my best friend. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that make you, kind of get the best of your nerves when you're starting out, but it's like everything. When you learn how to ride a bike, you probably like falling, had that little training wheel, and then now you go super fast.
Running social ads, so think Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook. So running ads on those platforms to actually promote our programming, right? And so I think the nice, interesting there is you guys already are kind of like the native. Like you guys know how to use the social media platforms.
No.
Okay, ready?
Okay, guys.
John, give us what's your elbow?
Elbow. There you go.
1, 2.
Unidos por